All right, so it's been a while since I have made a video, and I have kind of segued off of the credit repair and credit building into now what I have done with said rebuild credit and achieved my goal of moving completely off of the grid. Well, in that, I have this generator, which I really needed to get a generator because I had a champion generator that decided to up and die on me, and I just needed the power, and I'm currently working on the other one. However, I went and bought this Predator 1800 watt, 1400 running from Harbor Freight, and it was, I guess you could call, a remanufactured unit, or however they go about doing that. And they said it came back and for some reason was returned. It just wasn't running. Couldn't give me a whole lot of specifics, but I got it back. I ran it for about, I'd say probably about 20 hours. And they told me just run the crap out of this thing because you have a 5-day warranty on it. And if anything happens, you can bring it back. Well, as luck would have it, on day 6, I started having trouble with this generator, but I kind of recognized the sound that it was making. And it was almost as if the engine was trying to blow through a straw. And the generator would start and it would run, but then it would quickly die back out on me. And I am positive that somebody else out there has been having this issue, and I wish I would have recorded this when I had the issue, but I wasn't thinking. So you're just going to have to take my word for it and kind of trust that I'm not lying to you. But if your generator, and it could be any generator for that, but especially the Predator generator, I'm not saying it's bad. I've used these engines plenty of times. I really like the company. They work good. I've had minimal issue. However, I did have an issue with this. And as it would be, like I said, the engine sounded like it was trying to blow exhaust out through a straw. And it was just kind of, you'd hear this noise like that as it was running, and then it would die. And it took me a minute to think it over, but when I realized what was happening, the engine was having a hard time getting exhaust out. And as you know, these have a, oops, sorry about that. They have a spark arrestor screen that is typically on here. And I said, the heck with that, man. I ain't got time for this. It was in the middle of a rainstorm. So I just busted the clamp off of there because it didn't want to come off reasonably. So I just busted the clamp off of there, and lo and behold, boom, it erased the noise, the chatter that it had, and it began running a lot better, and actually 100%. So if you've had a similar issue or something to that matter going on with any generator, or it sounds like it's making that noise, but I would say this is probably a Predator specific thing, because if you look at the screen that they use on the actual spark arrestor itself, it is a very, very fine screen, almost something like what you would find in your kitchen sink to help remove sediment. But I wish I would have gone ahead and recorded it when it was doing that. However, I did not. And again, you will just have to take my word for it if you trust me. I try not to put out bad information, but I did fix that issue within a couple of seconds by knocking that spark arrestor screen off of there. So hopefully this gets out to somebody and helps them. Because, you know, living out in the woods and then having an emergency and not having your emergency power ready to go is a real pain in the butt. And if you'd like, I can actually fire this thing up right now just to show you that it runs, but I don't really think that that's necessary. But either way, that was what it was. It was a spark arrestor. It was plugged up. I could have easily cleaned it off, but rather than mess with it, I don't have a whole lot of foliage out here that's going to light on fire or anything, and I keep my leaves burned back, trying to be responsible as I possibly can. So I'm not too concerned about that part missing. But either way, hope this helps somebody out, and have a great day.